It's my third attempt. I thought I had my mic working. It works like after I stop the video, but I guess if it's live for the people that's watching live, it don't. Y'all can't hear me, so I'll use this for now. I'll have to get an actual mic because the one I was using was the one on the webcam, and I can hear, but I guess y'all can't. So I know y'all can hear me now. I wanted to come in with this jam. I had my boy Sonny in here. I had ended it the last live, so hopefully you come back. Come on, family, how you feeling? Turn y'all up. Walk with me. Together we can dance and live your free. Oh, could you walk with me? It only takes one step to live your free. Check it out. I got a new yoga mat from Spirit Science. Badass. It's so soft too. I just want to sleep on it. So yeah, we're gonna go over the chakras today. But we're trying to get a little groove first. Crying out in the street. Yes, straight down his face like waterfalls, and there was no shoes on his feet. When I knew there must be something I could do. So I sat down and I said, you and me, I am you. Let's check it out, family. This is your part. Said you and me, and I am you. Said you and me, and I am you. You just think you are me and I am you. Said you and me, 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 if we want it, that's why I can feel your pain. Sometimes we look at each other's eyes, then let it wash away like rain. Alright. If you need it too much, that's too much, baby, just away. Oh Lord. If you do your part, I'll do mine. Together we'll make it better every day. If you do your part, I'll do mine. Together we'll make it better every day. Somebody sing with me. If you do your part, I'll do mine. Together we'll make it better every day. Okay, now that you know real shit. If you do your part, I'll do mine. Together we'll make it better every day. Right. Yeah. Is anybody feeling free tonight? Now check it out, y'all. Well, baby, don't let me think I can't explain it. There is nobody left to say. I don't know why.
choose to learn over and over. I'm making new choices now. Rising up with you, I know. Where the only takes one step to start the journey
And y'all don't know nothing about this. I'm telling y'all. Start the journey. All right, all right. Hope y'all got a little jam in for the day. Um, so yeah, today I'm gonna be going over the chakras. And I got a little bit more news for y'all. Maybe the next 2 days I won't be making no videos because of Christmas and whatnot, or maybe I will. I don't know. But I just had an interview with one of the hosts of Spirit Mysteries uh, to join a certain uh, level or category of the memberships, and I'm going to start to pay for one of the memberships to like kind of collab with them to help me promote what I'm trying to do with my community. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of new updated and structured stuff. So instead of, like I said this before in my other videos, if y'all haven't checked them out, we're gonna, instead of going from the root to the crown chakra, the seven main chakras, uh, we're gonna go from the crown down because we descended from the tree. If you haven't seen my Tree of Life video, I think the video's under Talk of Spirit or Spirit Talk. I kind of go into the spheres of awareness or consciousness that we travel through. Um, and when we descend to the earth, or Malkuth, or Mother Earth, or Gaia, whatever that you call it, Tiamat. Um, we were in the unmanifest, and then we came into the crown, or some people call it the Godhead. That's what they call it in the Kabbalah. So these things, because we've been taught them a lot through the internet and stuff, and what we read through the root up. But let's just try to go the opposite way to see how we could pick up on certain things. Even if you're new to this, or if you've been doing this, you might learn something new. Because I've been studying the chakras for years, and I noticed that I got lost in it. You got to realize that the chakras is a map for your soul or your spirit or and soul is whatever, uh, to get out the body, get out the form. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to take a form in order to be in Malkuth, which is the vessel, the body. Okay, so we're gonna start at the crown. This is the purple. I think they call it. Let me make sure so I won't lie to y'all. Let me see, because they have the Sanskrit names, and that's what I want to give y'all those too. All right, all right, all right. And then there's certain mudras, which are like when you do this and you put your hands together, it hits certain energy points because each chakra is connected to an organ. So and can mean different things. Like I told y'all in my last video, I think a little bit like survival, puberty, will, love, truth, speaking, cosmic intelligence from the crown. Um, Let me see. Sorry, my phone interrupted me. All right, here we go. Here we go. So the crown chakra under the Sanskrit name is Shasrara. 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 The third eye chakra is the Anjin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. It's Ajna. 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 The throat chakra is the Vishuddha. Vishuddhi is Vishuddhi. The heart chakra is the Anhata. I'm actually wearing the heart chakra right now. That's the little symbol, the Sanskrit symbol. Anhata, Anahata, the solar plexus, which is right where you're like the hole between your stomach and your chest. Um, that's Manipura, uh, Manipura, the sacral chakra, which is like right by the pubic, where the pubic ends, uh, or the start of it, however you want to see it, is Swasthahistana. Swasthahistana. And sorry if I'm not pronouncing some of these words right. I'll spell them out so that way y'all can, look them up. Swasthahistana. And then finally, the root chakra is the Muladhara. Muladhara. And this is just a map. Remember, like a tool that you can use to like go through certain awarenesses and different dimensions. And you do this through your breath. You know, when you breathe in and out, your spirit, your soul moves through the energy points. And they say there's 144, but I do believe that there's more. And once you go to the astral realm and so forth, there's your crown chakra, that would be the root chakra in the astral. Okay. And we'll go into that later because that's a whole nother video. But uh yeah, for now we're gonna stick to the 7 main energy points for the body, okay, for your organs. And you actually have, in each finger, and that's why they have the mudras. So like you could connect to each uh chakra or organ. All right. So chakras are always taught from the bottom up, root to crown, but what about the crown to the root? All right. So the tree of life descends from the Godhead to physical existence. So why do we rarely see the chakras in the same way? Like why don't we go by that order if that's how we came down, because if you can tie in the chakras into the tree as well. The chakras are fundamental in many modern modalities of spirituality. They are everywhere, yet our perception of them is so limited. And that's why I said, like, because I kind of get lost in it and seen it as, one thing. Like, don't think you just, all right, I got it. Like, there's so many, like, don't put a limit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ourselves created the chakras, the organs. Like, when we came down, we formed the mind, you know what I'm saying, the crown, stuff of that matter, and then we created each organs and which created a will, which is the Sanskrit of water, uh, which gave that energy to that, to that center, to that organ or whatever. Because remember, everything is energy. So, and this is I'm gonna quote some of those words, and I actually got this from one of the courses I took for chakras, and this is words from Thoth, the Egyptian scribe god, or Hermes Trismegistus, if you know him as that. I think he has one other name too, thrice great. Okay. My guide asked, "Do you understand the secrets of this vision? I am the light, the mind of God, who exists before the chaotic dark waters of potentiality. My calming word is the Son of God, the idea of beautiful order, the harmony of all things with all things." Okay? The cosmic mind is an image of God. The cosmos is an image of the cosmic mind. The sun is an image of the cosmos, and man is an image of the sun. So it's just like it's all one, just broken down, you know what I'm saying, in a different spectrums or different realms or different parts or however you want to see it, you know what I'm saying? But if, like I said, you close these eyes and everything, you can see everything. So that would be, kind of something to do with the crown, how once you understand that, like, that your mind is built from cosmic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you created this. That's, how like in the Bible it says in the beginning there was heaven and earth, or some of that matters. Like, that wasn't like, people look at it as a history, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at it as is. So like, that's like that's coming from somebody's mind saying, like, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the beginning, you know what I mean? So it's like, when you create stuff in the beginning of a new cycle, or whatever however you are manifesting, or whatever you're doing to create, that's the beginning of something, a genesis, which is funny because we're in the zodiac Capricorn right now, which is Genesis, out with the old and coming in with the new, creating new awareness, new circumstances. So let's go into the third eye, which is between the brow. the rites the rites of the mysteries are called initiations. This is what, according to Jordan River, initiations would be. And I think I don't know if I went over the initiations actually. All right, let me read this to y'all because it's like, it's deep. And this is from this book. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they got a whole glossary thing in here about the absolute, acronym, astral body, avatar, chakras. Oh, let's read about chakras from here. Let's see. The chakras are subtle centers of energetic transformation. There are hundreds of chakras and are multi-dimensional physiology, but seven primary ones related to the awakening of consciousness. The chakras are points of connection through which the divine energy circulates from one to another vehicle of the human being. All right, that's from here. I like to kind of go off three aspects: my point of it, a book's point of it, and then the worldview point of it, so it can be kind of make sense. What are we looking for? Initiation. Is it in the back? Here we go. Here we go. The process of whereby the innermost, the inner father, which is the third eye. It's funny because we're on third eye. Receives recognition, empowerment, and greater responsibilities in the internal worlds, and little by little approaches his goal. Complete self realization, or in other words, the return into the absolute. Initiation never applies to the I, or our terrestrial personality. 9 initiations of minor mysteries and 7 great initiations of major mysteries exist. The innermost is the one who receives all of these initiations. The Testament of Wisdom says, before the dawning of the false aura upon the earth, the one who survived the hurricane and the tempest were praising the innermost, and the heralds of the aura appeared upon them. The physiological eye does not receive initiations. The human personality does not receive anything. Nonetheless, the eye of some initiates becomes filled with pride when saying, I am a master, I have such initiations. Thus, this is how the eye believes itself to be an initiate and keeps reincarnating in order to perfect itself. But the eye never ever perfects itself. The eye only reincarnates in order to satisfy desires. That is all. That's it. If you get that, then boom. That's the boom, the big bang. All right. So I really hope y'all heard that and can kind of meditate on that, study that, because that's really deep information. All right. So, in the truth, we have learned from them that the first principles of life, this is the initiations, we have gained the understanding not only to live happily, but also die with better hope. It is hard. It is a hard road to follow, filled with darkness and gloom. But if an initiate leads you on the way, it becomes brighter than the radiance of the sun itself. This is a quote written by Herculictus, Heraclitus. These are some quotes. Without the mysteries, life for the Greeks would be unavailable, for the sacred mysteries hold the whole human race together. Zosmios. That's who wrote this. All right. All right. And that's the quotes that our lovely Jordan River wrote for us, are quoted when in his course. To the ancients, to the ancient initiates, the pathway towards the center was about the depending of mystic revelation until they reached the place of fall embodiment, a place of fall embodiment. So I think that's when we came in. We came down into the vessel, like we fell from a higher realm, higher dimension, higher sphere of awareness. It's like, so when you're having a hard time, allowing yourself to step outside of yourself, observe the pattern, and begin to interrogate the lessons, move moves you through into the other side. So like this takes you like in the inner realms into in order to see yourself. That's what it's referring to on the other side. It doesn't mean you don't feel the struggle for the feelings or you feel to move into a new reality. It doesn't mean you don't feel the struggle for the feelings are your fuel. The feelings are your fuel to move you into a new reality. The key to seeing. To understand is to perceive patterns, and so recognizing not only your own patterns. This is really important. When I was young, I realized this. If you could see things through patterns and numbers, because numbers communicate through us, when we call somebody or when we see a speed limit, that tells us how fast to go. The airplanes use certain uh, coordinates, for them to get to where they need to go and stuff like that. They communicate to us, okay? The universe. So understand patterns and numbers a little bit more deep, and you can start revealing a little bit more stuff. So to understand is to perceive patterns and to recognizing not only your own patterns, but the patterns of the world. Give you a very clear indication of what is really going on with you and around you. That's why the astrology came to be, because they started realizing all these patterns and they see if they can kind of evaluate and learn them, then they can understand these things, what's going on around us and with ourselves. Okay? Using your intuition. Intuition is a combination of two important things. Receptivity, recep, receptivity to impulses from intelligence, your ability to recognize patterns in a moment of awareness and be attentive enough to act on them. Much of uh much of tuning your intuition is having a sharp mind. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. Much of tuning your intuition is having a sharp mind and a soft belly and balance with each other. So your higher chakras with your lower chakras. Okay? So your right mind, your right brain, is the do with the lower chakras, your emotional, your feeling. Okay, your left brain, your more logical, is the top chakras, your head, your thoughts. From you know, so left brain, the top chakras, right brain, the lower chakras. Uh, So having a sharp mind and soft belly and balance with each other, receptivity and mental acuity. So the throat, we're going onto the throat. We're from that last little stuff I said, that was going in from the third eye to the throat. So now we're on the throat. The throat is the sacred passage that connects the mind to the heart. It is where your thoughts give birth to speech and where your passions find the expression in the world. So like artists, you know what I'm saying? Like the intelligence you get from the cosmic mind comes down into your mind, and you react that out through your artwork, through your expression of communication, music, writing, painting, you know what I'm saying? The sacred space where information is transmitted up and down between the heart and the third eye. From. You know what I'm saying? So like these are the seven energy centers, main energy centers that, and you have them all in your hands everywhere, but these are the ones that come from the cosmic down and send through your spinal cord, okay? Your kundalini. Here information also goes in and out in the form of expression. And a way that you can open this, I'll probably link some videos, or if y'all go to my playlist, there's this lady that just breaks it down so well. Like I've been studying this shit for so long, and I seen this lady. I said she's on it, you know. So she says, you know how they have the mantras and stuff like hum and stuff like that. So alone humming opens up the throat chakra, and you can actually feel it from the heart up. You go and just keep moving up. And you could feel the energy center pulsing. You're opening it at this point, okay? And they're not none of your nobody think that your chakras are closed. They're just a little bit less energy pulsating. You know what I'm saying? The more you focus on them and bring awareness to them, the more they pulsate, the more they have your prana, your attention, your intention to them. Sorry, I'm trying to really spit some game to y'all for this chakras because I know a lot of people look at these in order to, get in the flow of the map and in order to control how you feel and go through these certain awareness levels, certain dimensions. And also, once you really get deep into this, you can heal yourself with chi. Once you feel the energy, or because not even feel, see, whatever, through your finger. Remember each, and you could focus the prana going into the part where you want to heal. This is freaking magical. I don't care what you have to say, but magic is real. All right. So the throat is often related not just with vocal expression, but expression of creativity through your personal creations and activities in life. So, like, I want to say this too about it. It's not just communicating, and it's also receiving. Okay? So just please, like, remember that, because I've been doing that for years, thinking like that is, oh, this is the way I, communicate and express, and this is true. But there's always another side. You know what I'm saying? To everything. So until we get to Kether, the sphere of Kether, the top sphere that is not connected to two other ones, oneness, wholeness, absolute, we are polarized. Polarized, okay, which means a duality of things. The throat chakra is often very good at giving, but the greatest gift of the throat is learning how to receive. Being in silence, listening, letting it come, you know what I'm saying? The universe birthing process is feminine in nature. We've been thinking about creation as doing a thing, not a receiving thing. And therefore, we've been thinking about the throat chakra all wrong. It's not about doing first. The doing comes from divine direction of receiving what to do. Okay? So first you receive what to do, and then you express. So little something you might be new to, or something you already know and could add to, I'm just trying to like get my knowledge out there for, people that might need it, or people that just want to wake up to certain things, like here's a channel to come learn a little bit of knowledge. And once you experience it, like I said, it becomes wisdom, because you have to, this is only half truth. Everything is half truth until you experience it. It becomes full truth, because now you theorize something from what you read or heard somebody say, and you went through the situation. Remember that: one, individual; two, relating; three, completeness. Holy Trinity. The feminine birthing process requires masterfully caretaking the temple and allowing the already perfected process to unfold naturally. The temple is the head. You know what I'm saying? It could be the whole body too, but I think in some books and some doctrines it's said as the temple, like the head. There's a point. There is a push action, but only when your body you experience within which you are wrapped. So your body is which your soul is wrapped in. You know what I'm saying? There is a push action, but only when your body, your experience within which you are wrapped, compels you to do so, not your mind. The body, the baby is born when it's ready. This is an example of there is a push action, but only when your body, your body is the experience for your soul, your spirit, with within which you are wrapped, compels you to do so, not your mind. So it's saying, like, example, the baby's born when it is ready. Not like, oh, 9 months, you know what I'm saying? It comes out at like not at the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? It's just around this time. But the baby comes out whenever it wants to come out. A primal mind to parent of the word, just as in your own experience, your human mind gives birth to speech. So this is deep. So the primal mind is a parent of the word. Your mind gives before in the cosmic, you know what I'm saying, the universe, the cosmic mind, it comes in, you think, you have thoughts, you know, you have those thoughts. But before you speak it, you whenever you're ready is when you speak it. You know what I'm saying? From the cosmic mind, if that makes sense. I'm trying to break it down for y'all as good as I can, but that's what I got for y'all. So like you get the information, you receive it from the cosmic mind into the throat or into the third eye, you see it, and then it comes into the throat to receive, right? And then you express it, but first it comes through your mind before you express it. You know what I'm saying? So that's like was kind of another example of like how they were saying the baby is born when it's ready. Your speech is spoken when it's ready, been given from the mind. This is from the Hermetica, Atum, or God. This is a quoted. The the primal mind is parent of the word, just as in your own experience, your human mind gives birth to speech. Kabbalah treasures that life is about the relationship between the creator, the force moving through everything, and the creation, which is you, and doing so in harmony with other creations, everything is in existence. Says He says that the meaning of life is to connect on greater and greater levels with the Creator, and doing so become filled with boundless delight. We do this by learning how to receive properly, for God is always all around, within, and through us. But we have been generally close to experiencing the divine majesty, and that is changing now. Like that's why I'm saying we going in through this shift. Like everybody's starting to get spiritually awoken, and somehow, in some form, some way. Um, everybody's getting into these things. You know what I'm saying? So we're starting to remember things of that he lives through us, and he's through everything. If you didn't already know that, because most of us know that already, but people are starting to realize the energy and stuff of this nature. The nature of information. Information is what is conveyed or represented by a particular arrangement of sequence of things. The word information derives from inform meaning create, give life to give, shape or structure to make, build, construct, or devise. We think of energy as a force of power required to sustain activity. However, energy was used way back by Aristotle with a sense of actuality, reality, and existence. Mm. What we know today is that reality is a incredibly nearly infinite super mega incomprehensible collection of particles manifesting in a combination of structures and sticking together to form greater collection of quantum information that describes how things look, act, and feel on a tangible physical level. Let me repeat that. What we know today is that reality is an incredibly nearly infinite super mega incomprehensible collection of particles manifesting in a combination of structures and sticking together to form greater collections of quantum information that describes how things look, act, and feel on a tangible physical level. Is how we see this, all these things we see out here is broken down from particles, and it becomes more dense and forms a force of energy. I'm trying to break it down. Um, to to come together, like, so, like, up there space, it would be gas, but down here we see it at air, but we really don't see air. So, like, but the particles, how they, like, they separate and form and go into a form. You know what I'm saying? Because as you go higher, they come. They're all one. We find these two ideas connected in the sense that the energy of reality carries the information that describes the reality field and manifests into the world as you experience it. I kind of want to say that this has some stuff to do with ether, the element ether, which is not really too much talked about, but I'm kind of like letting it be known right now. Ether. And remember, this is what I'm gonna say it again so y'all can kind of connect it to ether. We find that these two ideas connected in the sense that the energy of reality carries the information that describes the reality field and manifests into the world as you experience it. Okay, here we go. So we got an example right here that I was kind of trying to break down for y'all, but this will make sense more to y'all better, I think, because it has to do with the periodic elements and stuff like that. The periodic table, hydrogen, oxygen, shit like that. So hydrogen and oxygen come together to form water. You know what I'm saying? Like we see them particles as water. You know what I'm saying? That's how we see the reality of these things. Okay, so hydrogen and oxygen come together to form water. They are informed in a certain way, given shape or structure to make, build, or construct the stuff we call water. Title. But they are parts of the reality field which we understand in a way is basically energy. And water moves just like what are they called? Neurons, or not is it neurons? So I'm still learning all scientific words and shit. Uh like it says that it has like a brain somehow, like it receives information, it stores information, water. And water's been here, you know what I'm saying? The earth was created from water, you know what I'm saying? So, like, remember that water stores information, and our body is 80 some percent of water. The world is, who knows, 90 some percent of water or whatever. And the water goes to its deepest down as, goes down to the deepest down as roots. So dive in. All right. What informs the energy? If we pair this idea with Kabbalah, Hermetics, and the Emerald Tablets, it says that the greater field is informed by the mind of God, and the lesser field is informed by the mind of humanity, or lesser beings. Because of our nature in the cosmos, we are both givers and receivers of the divine substance and universal flow. Thus, to maximize our ability to inform the field, we must learn to receive. We must learn to receive more and more of the field as well. I just had to repeat that because it's really important. We must learn to receive. How to receive affectionately. On social media, you are often called to express your thoughts, invited to putting your voice out there, like the share button or comment button. But humans are not designed to multitask, not the way we think we are. When you are putting out, you cannot receive in. You inhale, then you exhale. You have to do one, then the other, not both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, there's a lot in the throat. It goes to affirm that we are learning, but not all the time. Because even affirming, we are programming our minds, but we are still limiting ourselves from the depth of receiving what we possibly can. Only by silencing the doing impulse of the throat chakra can we allow the information to pour through between the heart and the mind. So when you meditate, you you silence yourself and your mind. This point you receive. Only by sorry, Vispanasa meditations are especially powerful, giving you multiple days of complete silence, allowing you to begin to learn to receive and explore forms of communication differently. The root of receiving. Welcome, accept, take in, admit, and regain. Going deeper, we find its meaning to grasp, speaking to not just taking something in, but understanding it really. And I advise y'all, if y'all really trying to get deep into this, to go check out Jordan River at the Spirit Mysteries on Mighty Networks' 7-day transformation course for the chakras. And it's like 25 bucks. Not, it's totally worth it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's worth nourishing your soul. You know, I mean, money. It's your soul is priceless, and at least to me. Uh, so, um, yeah, go check that out. And on my community, I will be setting something up like this now. I'm actually setting up events for meditations that are life changing and can take you somewhere. Uh, so stay tuned for that. I'm working on that right now. And like I said, I just collabed with Spirit Mysteries. So grateful for that. I'm actually paying for it Monday. So not just yet, but it's happening. And I'm putting my heart and soul and energy into this, so I really hope it turns out well. And I want y'all to join and tell me what y'all want to see and learn and what y'all can bring to the table, what y'all want from the table, and all these things. I have the links down below to my community in the description, and I think they're also gonna help me with my publishing. So my videos, I'll try to have slides going, live events. I'll be hosting events with them, I believe. I'm not too sure about that. I'll be finding out more Monday when I get in there. But yeah, things are gonna be awesome. So get ready, because it's about to be fun. And we're gonna learn at the same time. But remember, we're gonna receive too. We're gonna receive. Thinking and questions. Questions open up the doors of exploration, of expansion, and of transcendence. Statements define the reality field that you are creating, shaping the world. Thus, thinking and questions helps to group and receive greater and greater qualities and quantities and qualities of the universal information, informing the world in your experience. Your own mind then becomes a conduit for activities shaping the world with greater and greater clarity and focus. Humans grew noisy. In the Sumerian epic, we explored how, in several ways, growing noisy was used to describe the qualities above humans and gods in a negative way. So, to be free of noise or sound, to be quiet or still, is this a divine quality in of itself? Here's a quote from Bruce Lee. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. All right. That was the throat chakra. Now we're on to the heart chakra, the place from where you create your reality. The energetic field created by the heart is significantly larger and more powerful than the energetic field of the brain or any other organ. This energetic field is from where we actually create our realities, but if the field is weak, we are subject to the other energies around us. Strengthening the heart field by creating with the essence of the heart allows for a rapid change of vibration and shifting of life circumstances as a result. So, and this is the middle of the higher chakras and the lower chakras, okay? This is where everything connects in between. So, the heart connects above and below. So, and from the lady I told you on my playlist, she has another one for this. I'm sure she has one for each chakra, but what she says to open up this one more, there's multiple ways, but a good way is breathe in, and breathe out. And when you do, sigh, and after that, smile. However, smile as big as you can. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it. So, thus the heart is where all energies must pass through on their way from the higher cosmic source and into the physical dimension through your acting. If the heart is closed, the higher worlds are closed to our lower self, and so we experience life disconnected and limited. The heart the heart is the processor, the brain is the hard drive. Your mind is programmed in very complex ways, but these programs can be reprogrammed on command by your heart, your soul, the processor. The more activity you program your thought patterns con- to be con- conducive to growth, the easier your thoughts and feelings flow through you, allowing for greater personal and spiritual expansion. The frequency of your thoughts and feelings then actively begin to influence the physical reality matrix to move into harmony with your energetic state, having mystic revelations. Much like a body, a mystical experience is born within you when it is ready. But you must be the one to plant the seed of this experience and nurture it so that it may grow. Questions to ask during meditation. What are you asking for in life? What are you accepting in life? What seeds are you planting as you go through your day? Are you living your dreams? Are you just getting by? Or somewhere in the middle? Have you noticed any synchronicities lately? When you did you follow them? So, you can kind of write this down and go over them. Ways to experience a mystical revelation: meditation, fasting, dreaming, creating a sacred ritual, plant medicine ceremonies, learning to see every moment of life as a part of a greater mystical revelation of the cosmos, experience in the self as you, because you are the universe. Remember that. The great key to unlocking deeper wisdom in every experience and changing your heart field to become a more active creator in your life is gratitude. This is the best medicine. I actually want to do some right now. I'm thankful for y'all, the ones that are coming and tuning in to watch my knowledge, the higher knowledge that I bring. And I'm grateful for life itself, for all the beings, being creatures, humans, things we don't know of, plants, every living thing in existence. And I think everything is living. So even though it might not have a heartbeat that we see or anything like that, there is it's made out of atoms and substances from the four elements. Therefore, it's living. Okay? And Malkuth, the earth. So thank you. All right. Gratitude allows all of your expressions to be filtered through love, which is a power that facilitates both the mysteries and transformation. Filters are important. They define how we look at the world and how we respond to it. So this is how like we understand things is when we put things in boxes and stuff like that. But we also can limit ourselves right here. I do want to keep that. So use that filter, like the chakras are, you know what I'm saying, whatever filter that you see your lens through, but know that that's a filter. Know that that's a filter for you to understand, your spirit to understand this in Malkuth. Gratitude is the filter of love that allows what goes in and what comes out of you to be transformed in a loving way. Even if negativity comes into your field with gratitude, the energy becomes charged and returns into the world better than it was before. True light work. True light work. Here are a few magic words you can use. Instead of I have to try, say I get to try. How interesting to put a spin on a bad situation. Explore with I'm exploring. Play with playing at. I am playing at, instead of like I am working at, say I'm playing at. You know what I'm saying? See how things change. You broaden your awareness. Because people get so stressed out into work, you know what I'm saying, and forget to have fun with it. You know, that's the main thing. We need to have fun. We need to live. That's so why we're in this vessel. You know what I'm saying? What you here for? So may your actions match that which you are dreaming into being. That's why we're here, you know, making our dreams into reality. The greater the vibration you are striving to embody, the more time it will take to build up the energy. I intend to transform. This is a affirmation you can use. All right. Oh shit. Use this thing up so much it's tearing apart and shit. So what are we on to? We are moving on to, which one is it? The sacral. No, the solar plexus. Oh shit, I need that. Need this. I don't know if y'all can see. But I got all my little journal. This one says plants and what am I creating? And it says limitless possibilities. Oh, whoa, whoa. And then my other journal is like magic, and I got another journal about diet. You know, it's good to keep track of how you live in and take notes of things because when you write it down, it becomes grounded. It becomes you earthing it. It becomes easier for you to plant that seed to learn it. You know. So the solar, the one in between the hole between the chest and the stomach. The number one tool that all successful people do to achieve a life of happiness, health, and wealth. This is also considered as the willpower, where the willpower sits, and also I believe where the chi sits. But in the prana, the sorry, like how to how to match your vibration effectively with a higher one that you are on road to embodying. The door everyone has to walk through in order to reach the summit of the mountain of their dreams. Like so once you move from the root, sacral, and then the solar, a lot of people get stuck right here. There's a like in piano, they have the wall, the half wall or whatever it's called. When it goes from one note to the other. Same thing with the chakras. You go up and then it's you got to make like a 90-degree turn with the spirit when you're breathing in and stuff like that, and those matters. So you have to go through this in order to get into the heart chakra. And remember I said like none of your chakras are closed, but this is one of the chakras that you have to kind of master and study in order to like reach connection through all of them, because you have, remember, the heart is the center in between the higher and the lower, but the solar is your will, to bring in the will to do these things and so forth. um we have to understand that the transformation may take some time depending on how fast and how hot we're burning that fiery will. Some methods of change are faster than others. Plant medicine, breath work, meditation, fasting, etc., can help you with these things. Example, it's not so simple to believe you are wealthy. You have to bring that energy all the way to the root, and that will take some effort. Likewise, with manifesting the perfect relationship or perfect health, these things require a specific focus to achieve. Because remember, we're going down, not from the root up. So from the will, you gotta, like it says, it's not simple to believe you are wealthy. You have to bring that energy all the way to the root in order to embody it. You know what I'm saying? Like ground it, root it, that will take some effort. Likewise, with manifesting the perfect relationship or perfect health, these things require specific focus to achieve. Challenges are universal tests. It is a spirit asking your soul, how much do you want it? It is not you, but the greater human consciousness field that feels small and limited. As discussed, human consciousness feels small, limited, stuck, and it tries to assimilate all others into conforming to this will. It can manifest through family, friends, and many people you meet. You must be careful who you share your intentions with, because while you may express your autism, you may also open yourself up to having your dreams squashed by someone else's negativity, which may come out of nowhere. The best way to kill a big dream is to tell it to a small minded person. Think back to the importance of practicing silence. The lips of wisdom are closed to all but the ears of understanding. This is a quote from the Kabbalion. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor can't your pearls before swine, lest they. Hold on. Sorry, sometimes I can't read my own writing. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear into pieces. That's a quote from Jesus. You must align yourself with the vibration that you are striving to achieve and keep yourself there no matter what others forces around you would do to derail you. No matter what happens, no matter what negativity people to bring to you, always keep that will of what you're doing, your main goal, what you're focused on. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let somebody bring you down from that. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let nobody break your dreams, or let tell you that you can't do your dreams. This relates with the essential hermetic principle of polarity and how to polarize yourself to keep from swaying into chaos. So like the negative and the positive, you know what I'm saying? How you polarizing these two things. Common occurrences when beginning to shift. People around you become more agitated. Fights break out easier. You will be invited to participate in activities that you don't resonate with. You will be told all manner of negative things about how it is wrong, silly, absurd to try and do whatever it is you're doing. You may feel less of a draw to do the things that you found pleasure and fulfillment in just weeks earlier. All right. Are you creating from a place of fear or a place of compassion? To assist you in this, you can also ask yourself, for those who tell me such negativity, what are they creating in their lives? Are they happy? Are they successful? Are they embodying the advice that they are giving you? If the answer is no, then it is truly wise to adopt their own thoughts about the world as your own. What am I creating? Meditate, be with the enthusiasm, play with the ideas for a while, then write your ideas, give thanks to the silence. So meditate, be with the enthusiasm, play with ideas for a while, and then write what you get down, and thank the silence for what it brought to you. The more people who are serious about doing this work, who bring their energies together, the greater effect we have on the whole world. So if you have a community available to you, it is critical to surround yourself with uplifting people who are raising their frequency together with you. Tools. If you listen to successful and entrepreneurs, spiritual success stories, or even gurus, there is often one thing that they attribute their success on, and this is focus. I'm about to give y'all the three tools. Distractions are the killer of dreams. You only have 24 hours in a day. Imagine the difference between 8 hours of focus versus 2 because you were distracted for the other 6. If you are trying to align your vibration to a different quality of being, there is one thing you can do over and over to get there faster than ever before, and that's immersing yourself into it. Immersion. That's the second tool. Think about learning a language. There is French immersion class. Hold on. Think about learning a language. There is French immersion classes where you do nothing but learn their language. You're immersing yourself because you put it yourself in that class to learn French. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you have no choice but to pick it up faster. You can do this with YouTube alone. For example, relationships videos, wealth videos, self mastery videos, binge spirit science, living in the heart videos, knowledge for hire videos, so forth. Documentaries, movies. You can also do this by immersing yourself in an environment that is designed to support you and raising your frequency, which is more interactive than just watching videos. And the third one, no matter who you are, where you are in the world, unless you do this thing, you will not make it, period. It is critical, there is no escaping, and once you've done it, you will be grateful that you did. You got to jump. So let me like kind of give you a little analogy. So like if you don't jump into something, you kind of like halfway in, halfway out, you're not ever gonna fully get it. You know what I'm saying? So like somebody like pushes you in the pool and you don't go diving in head first, you're not gonna like get the full like you're gonna like belly flop or something. You know what I'm saying? Like so, this is the same thing with knowledge, like or nourishing your soul, or yoga, or meditation, or immersing yourself in a community, like whatever it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? You jump in like fully. You have to. And if you don't, you like the more service you give to something, the more you're gonna get out of it. It's like saying you when you go to McDonald's, the service they give you there compared to going to Saltgrass. You see the difference, the service that you get. You know what I'm saying? So focus, immersion, and taking the leap of faith. All right. Woo, we're going in. Sacral chakra. Hold on, let me see some. Get a little some. All right. Sacral chakra. This is where you connect with the world in an intimate way. To live without feeling is to live an empty life. Feeling is everything. Understanding the weight and gravity of the emotional body allows you to learn the surf, the waves, and the plumb to the depths with grace and ease. Memories are carried on emotional resonance. You retain things that mean something significant to you. You let go of things that don't. Connecting with your inner sacral allows you to truly feel and know that you are one with everything. Intimacy, other words, into me I see. Shout out Jordan for that one. It, this is quoted from Phoenix Rudin. I think that's his name. But Jordan brought the awareness of this quote to me. If you feel if you feel too much, allowing yourself to feel the depths and nurture your own evolution with them transforms you into embody the energy of your soul. Do you feel into a deeper meaning or do you instantly react? With the lessons of silence from the throat chakra, it teaches you to embody and integrate the information instead of just reacting right off the bat. It becomes about allowing information and wisdom to penetrate all the way down your energy body so that you can embody the highest response possible. React versus respond. The ultimate key of transformation is understanding that your emotional state is the closest vibration to moving your physical body. While your thoughts may compel new ideas and activity, it is your emotions that transform those ideas onto physical actions. If you had the thought to make a sandwich, but you didn't feel like it, you probably are going to be motivated to make it happen. Probably not going to be motivated to make it happen. So if you didn't feel like making the sandwich, you're not going to be motivated to make it happen. Even if you thought of it and intended it to happen, if you didn't feel like it, no sandwich. Your emotional well-being directly translate into the quality and types of actions that you take. I want to repeat this again. Most of this information came from the 7 day transformation, but I truly and highly recommend y'all to go check that out because there's a lot of things that I'm saying in here, but there's some things that Jordan is gonna reveal to y'all that might be a little bit more in depth for y'all. I'm just kind of trying to give y'all the basics. I don't want to reveal all the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of trying to get y'all, you know, with the soul. Remember that the sacral and solar plexus are connected. If you struggle with the emotions, but you are easily intoxicated and fired up in the solar plexus, which is the will, then use that to translate the motivation into emotional activity. Hold on. Imagination lays the tracks for the reality train. So your intention to connect or balance your emotions will set you on a course to get there. Becoming engaged, becoming passionately enthusiastic, and emotionally connected to your own life story and journey and rewriting it to be what you like is the grounding vibration and energy that makes it real. I'm going to repeat that one. Becoming engaged, becoming passionately enthusiastic, and emotionally connected to your own life story and journey and rewriting it to be what you like is the grounding vibrational energy that makes it real. As you connect with more people on a deeper level, you naturally begin to feel more meaningful. Conversations are one of the best ways to allow your emotional depth because others can help you invoke the depth within you. The reason you struggle in feelings is because you are not connected to others or you are too connected to others in an unhealthy way. How to transform a feeling. To change a feeling, make it bigger. Caroline Casey quotes this. So like dive into it, like fully immerse yourself into it. You know what I'm saying? See why you feel like this. Like don't like get mad and react to it. Like respond to this. Like if you're mad, get mad. You know what I'm saying? But like and once you start to realize more and more, you're ordered to polarize the ship. Which one do you want to stick on? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be polarized on the positive side of things at this moment, or do you want to be polarized? You have the choice to choose. polarized on the negative side of this situation. So, that's another good affirmation. I choose the thoughts I polarize towards. And that's something I want to put in a topic in my community is powerful quotes and poems, because there's some that I read that just like my freaking mind just hit like a light bulb or some shit. Explore the feeling or energy within you to its natural and definitive and endpoint. Use the chakras around the sacral to vibrate the energy throughout you. The masculine will close it up to match, creating coldness and rigidity. The feminine will open it up to much, creating a repetition of undevised themes. Just just in gratitude is as a tool of the heart. Vulnerability is a tool for the sacral. It's about processing the emotions that you have stored in your body and transforming them and allowing them to be stored in a mature and conscious way in the right space and the right time. To transform your experiences, you must feel it. You must not avoid or bypass what you have experienced, but you also must not dwell. It is so it's like if you get real mad, go into that, but don't dwell on that. You know what I'm saying? Like just feel it. Like react, not react, respond to it. So by that way you're responding to it, you're becoming aware of that emotion that you're getting that came from a thought, which is like from a desire. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions come from your desires. So and that comes from your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So like just remember these things. uh so I'm gonna repeat this one. It is here that we can see the value of moving through feelings, not as an escape to get oh, I'm sorry, the wrong one. That was the main key point that I want to get to y'all. I'm so ready to tell y'all that, but I'm gonna repeat this certain paragraph or sentence. To transform your experience, you must feel it. You must not avoid or bypass what you have experienced. Therefore, you must not like try to get rid of it or like uh, ignore it or like immerse yourself in it. You know what I'm saying? But don't dwell in it. All right, key point right here. Silence. That's another one, but here we go. It is here that we see the values of moving through feelings, not as an escape to get the higher chakras, but instead we have the benefit of our root, our rock foundation towards which we are directing our energy. So, from all the energy and stuff that we got from the crown chakra all the way down to the sacral, which is where we're talking about now, we're trying to get that all the way down to the root, to the foundation. We're trying to root it. You know what I'm saying? Manifest it. As we move through feelings, it is helpful and helpful to ground them into the earth and to our root. Now the root chakra. The level of embodiment. I'm thirsty. I'm spitting so much. See how many pages is on this one. All right. Where you combine your awareness of the bigger picture, your higher centers, with your passion and connection to the world and your life, your lower centers, and live them through live them fully through your actions, your root center. It all starts by taking a look at your actions and matching them with your higher frequencies. Your actions are a perfect reflection of all higher energies becoming manifested into the physical dimension. Don't be afraid to experiment and be creative. There is no wrong way to grow as long as you're growing. Try combining different tools and practices together in creatively play at your own evolution. Example: emotional emotional check-in trigger. How interesting. I'm playing at being annoyed. Why? Allow me to ask the silence within and explore it, making these feelings bigger. There's an example to making the feelings bigger. The three pillars of life. In order to truly expand our consciousness into higher dimensions of being, we must establish solid foundations for the three pillars of our lower centers: health, relationships, and wealth. If we embody a healthy foundation of these places, it provides us with the inner freedom to explore more of what life has to offer. Example, if you spend your life doing what you love and making a living with it, you are enriched throughout your whole day instead of just a small portion of your day. Actions drive our thoughts. Out Actions drive out thoughts. Our actions have effects on our thoughts and feelings just as our thoughts and feelings affect our actions. Just as when you connect deeply with what's inside, the actions come naturally, so too does taking action naturally steer our thoughts and feelings. Sometimes just taking action, no matter what it is, can help silence the mind if you are filled with self doubt. Like when you start exercising, or when you start playing basketball, or when you start drawing, you know what I'm saying? When you take an action on something, you kind of silence the thoughts, you know what I'm saying? This then activates what we are called flow states when you get in the flow. Activating flow states. A flow state is a state of timeless existence where you are in flow with what is naturally moving through you. It is an experience of being in whatever it is you are doing, or beyond that, being one with it. Example, any experience that you lose yourself in: skateboarding, art, writing, singing, etc. You can activate this state by turning off notifications and committing to engaging directly with the thing for a set time. This is how you get into the flow, not letting distractions bother you. The more you practice with the thing you are experiencing, the more easy it will be to get into that state of flow. This is why we need a community. This is the end. I'm going to explain to y'all why we need a community. The general consciousness of humanity will actively try to keep you limited, and so having a strong community and great mentors is very important in raising your vibration to new heights. Spiritual evolution will be 100 times easier to do it alongside a community with people you can trust. This is the next frontier. We must engage with each other at a community level. And that is all, y'all. So I really hope that y'all join my community and bring people. That way we can learn faster from each other and grow in order to make this world a better place. Because it's happening. And like I said, being grateful for, just be grateful for waking up today. You got a whole new fresh start, a genesis. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I woke up and I want to have a good day. All right? That's all, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.